Hi, I'm Erin Benner, owner of the Benner Deer Fence Company. For the past 20 years, my family has been installing and selling deer fence. Over the past 15 years, we've discovered there are some problems with our standard method for installing sleeves for our deer fencing. The number one problem with the standard ground sleeve method is that during installation, the drain hole fills up with rock and soil. What happens then is water fills up in the sleeve, and the post and the sleeve both rust out and become weakened. The second problem with the standard ground sleeve method is that the wide diameter of the ground sleeve make it difficult to get into the ground. The crimped end, anytime it hits a rock, it jumps, so it makes it very hard to get straight into the ground. On top of that, you're taking a sledgehammer and trying to get this thing straight into the ground. It's extremely difficult. The third problem with the standard ground sleeve is that it's very difficult to get the sleeve into the ground at the exact same height. And why is that a problem? Because on each sleeve there's a catch. So if you don't get your sleeve in the ground at the same height, once you slide your post in, it gets the catch. Your fence won't be the same height, which is a problem for the integrity of the fence and also the overall visual look of your fence. Now I'm going to show you how to install a reverse sleeve for the Benner deer fence system. Now that we've got the sleeve in the ground, we're going to check and make sure it's level. Have this magnetic level, and I did a pretty good job. So next we're going to install a brace band with eye bolt. We'll tell you what this does next. Alright, now that I've got the reverse sleeve in the ground and it's level, I'm giving you a measurement here. You can see I have about 2.5 feet out of the ground, which means I have about 2.5 feet in the ground. What's great about this is it doesn't matter if you get it in at the exact same depth. The brace band here is going to catch your post at the ground level every time. So your fence is always going to be level with your ground. Now we're going to slide on a brace band. So I'm just tall enough to get that on. And we're going to twist it on here. And we'll just twist it on loosely until we're ready to get the metal cable and fence on. Now we're going to put a post cap on here. And there you have your post. Alright, now we've got our deer fence posts in the ground. And we have a whole line of these ready to go. But next, we put in our metal cable. This is 8 gauge. It's a Benner Deer Fence Company exclusive. What we're going to do is we're going to slide this all the way in to this eye bolt that is attached to the sleeve, not the post, but the sleeve. And it's going to run the whole length of your fence, and this metal cable is going to get hog ring clipped to your metal fence. It's going to run along the bottom. So it's going to bring it all tight to the ground. Nothing's going to lift this up, so you're not going to have deer or rodents going under, and they can't chew through because it's metal. Alright, now we're going to take some 11 gauge nylon cable and we're going to run this through the eye bolt attached to your fence post. This is again going to run the whole length of your fence, and it's going to get hog ring clipped into your metal fence about 2 inches above it. Here I have our top cable. This is 8 gauge nylon cable. Now most companies you see are probably only using an 11 gauge. We've upped it to 8 gauge. It's a little stronger. It's going to help hold up tree limbs and vines. A lot of stuff you're going to get out in the woods. It's going to help with maintenance and just the overall longevity of your fence. And it's also going to keep it a little tighter and looking nicer. So we're going to string this. You go about 200 feet before you reattach it. And you're going to attach it with hog rings to your poly fence.